The Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK presents The Delian Tomb. The Delian Tomb is a free downloadable adventure adapted by Seth Harris from an original concept by Matt Colville on YouTube. You can check out Matt Colville's work on YouTube and MCDM online. All the links are in our episode bios. As an airborne assault began, our heroes readied themselves to wage war upon their aggressors. A decent dose of Chelutau's draconic breath saw her wiping the smiles off her foes' faces before Alaric made an emboldened move with an impressive display of dexterity. Vaulting an upturned table and issuing a declaration of dominance? However heroic this moment in time may have appeared, whilst his enemy may have temporarily seemed startled, they were ultimately and unsurprisingly unconvinced by his lack of actual ammunition. Despite the dwarf and dragonborn, one goblin insisted on dodging death, grimly hanging on in a blatant refusal to lay down and die. With combat ended for now, a spot of pictography perusal was carried out. But it was the barricading of a door that finally offered our companions the opportunity for a bit of a well-earned break. The Delian Tomb, Episode 4, Combustible Conundrums.
So, just a quick check around the room.
We've all had.
You've healed. You used healing potion and hit dice.
No, I didn't. I just used the hit dice. One hit dice.
One hit dice. You used hit dice.
I used hit dice and I've used the healing potion. I've just used one hit dice. At the moment.
And where's everyone looking for help?
I'm full.
Full.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm 80%.
Okay. Cool.
And I have taken my healing potion off my inventory.
You cast someone bless on us, didn't they? Could have used a D4.
I didn't think it would last that long anyways.
It's 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast on us before we went in.
Yeah, just I got it written down in the notes actually. Yeah.
That's
Should've
10 rounds.
Yeah, but we had to go through the corridors first.
Yeah, plus 24 for a minute on attack rolls and saving throws.
No, well.
Yep. Does everyone want to start again?
Too late now.
That was so much fun first time around. It really was.
Well, so you've all rested up. You've all tended to your wounds. Whatnot. Alaric has searched the room and not really found anything of much to note. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I suppose we better go and follow this tunnel down this way then.
Well, if they came down this way, then they must have taken the boy there. I mean, he's not here, so he must be further on, I assume.
Right, I suppose I better go first.
Yes, that's fine. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good enough now. Just needed that little bit of a rest just to sort myself.
That is fine, that's fine. So, I guess.
You unbarricading the
Yeah,
door?
just
And
move them slightly to the side.
Okay, yeah. So, move to the side, open the door.
Yeah.
So you open the door and it leads into another fairly narrow, not tunnel, what's the word? Passageway. Yeah, you can see the passageway. It goes dead straight for a bit and you can see that there's a left-hand turn at the end, probably 20 foot down.
Is it dark?
It is dark, yes.
Cheryl's probably going to grab a piece of wood and try and light it in the brazier. Just try and provide some light because I won't be able to see otherwise.
There were some unlit sconces on the wall.
Okay.
So you had the wall carving on the one side and the wall behind, directly opposite, had 2 unlit torches. You take one of those.
Yeah, grab a torch and
No
light
problem
it.
at all.
Stay at the back with it.
Okay, yeah. So, you're stood looking down a passageway. March in order, then I'm going to assume is Gilla, then Alaric, then Chell. Sound about right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay then. Gilla at the front. What are you doing?
Carry on down and to the left-hand turn.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. I'm going to say, has anyone got a perception of passive perception of plus 14?
Nope.
Nowhere.
me.
Nowhere near. It's a bit.
Okay. So, as you make your way down the corridor, Gillette,
Yes.
if you're just making your way down, you step a couple of feet in, and you feel a clink
Okay.
under your foot.
No.
Stood on a mousetrap.
Does a 10 hit?
I don't get flat-footed and stuff like that, do I?
Not in 5 feet.
No.
No. No, doesn't hit. No.
Okay. So, luckily, you've got quick enough reactions. You hear a click, and you just pull back as a blade swings from one side of the corridor to the other. Swing! Narrowly missing you. Maybe taking a couple of tufts off the beard. Okay. So you're now faced with a swinging scythe in front of you.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to try, as it swings, to hit it, to try and dislodge it.
Okay.
So it's going across like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and smack it to see if I can send it
Pendulum style.
out of sync.
Out of sync.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it obviously goes into a groove. If I can hit it and it bangs into the side, it might get stuck in the side.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go with that then. Yeah. So.
Is it consistently swinging, or does the gravity bring it to a stop?
At the moment, it's swinging fairly.
Oh, it's still
It's
swinging.
metronome-ish.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. Look out. That was close.
I'm going to give it a smack, see if I can dislodge it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
I've been so good. That's an 8. All in.
Yeah. You just can't seem to get the timing right. Yeah. It's a repeat of the goblin, really. It's you're going left and it's going right, and you're sort of doing this bit of a shimmy sort of thing. Yeah.
A good attempt.
Right, I'll try again then. Nothing I can do.
Okay. Yeah. You can try again. Yeah.
$13. 9 plus 3.
Sorry. Still no hits. You just can't seem to get the timing right.
Is this thing slowing up at all?
If it is, it's very marginal.
How quick is it actually moving? Is it like a quick, like 1 second between, or?
Yeah, it's almost like it's swinging under its own weight, stopping and then swinging back. It's not like
So there's like a decent, like a couple of seconds, like.
yeah. Not a couple of seconds. You got. Yeah, maybe second and a half, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So I think Chel's gonna move to the left-hand wall,
Okay.
as flat and as close without actually taking any damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you're sort of getting like you're sidling up
Kind
to
of
it.
on the side, like left foot forwards, kind of close to the wall, without kind of rubbing against it,
Yeah.
and as close to the line of the
Okay. Yeah.
as possible, kind of inching forwards.
Yeah.
As the blade goes to the right
Yeah.
and hits what the kind of would assume is the peak,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dash through.
Okay. This will be a dexterity check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't trip on your shoelaces. Nat 20 -1.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, yeah.
I am God.
So somehow, the largest, most hulking member of the group manages to slip through, just getting the timing right. Yep.
Well, I did have an entertainer background.
Fair enough. Very good. So yeah, you are through. You're now on the other side. So you've got a situation now where you've got the tiefling and the dwarf on one side of this swinging pit, and you, Shell the Dragonborn, on the other.
Can I take a look around and roll an investigation to see if there are any other, within the immediate area, any other kind of traps or any other kind of mechanisms to stop the swing?
Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be a. It's investigation.
Okay.
Yep.
18 plus 0?
Yep. That'll do it. Yeah. You find maybe if you go another, just before the turn in the wall, you find there is sort of like a very, very tropey, very, as you would expect, nice big lever on the wall that you pull. It swings back. And it doesn't come back, so you can only assume that the stop pin's been put in and it's stopped.
Excellent.
Okay, brilliant.
Well, I would imagine that. Oh, Walter, that was good, wasn't it? And then I'm going to come and join.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys are. I'm going to assume that. What's the name of the other person here? Alaric. I'm going to assume that Alaric joins you as well.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Sam? Yes. So yeah, we can just wait for Sam to reappear.
But I didn't find any other kind of indication of traps
Within
within 10 foot kind of.
No, you didn't find anything. So yeah, you found up to that turning the wall. You're A-okay, yeah. Because you've had to go. The lever was at the turn point, so you've gone all the way up there and you've checked on the way through. So.
Okay.
Same order? Well then, suppose I better go head off down here again then. Can't see much, because I've got 60-foot vision.
You can see a DM eating pizza. Hold on, got my mouth full.
Not taking any questions at this time.
Right, this time, as what it goes forward, he's going to be doing some stone checking.
Okay, yeah.
To make sure there's no more traps. Because if it's stone, I'll get a +4 to my initial check.
Okay. No problem.
That's a +5.
And it's now changed to tripwires. Okay, yeah, you can do that. We'll let you do that. It's only a short corridor. You can see down towards the end of the corridor. You maybe got 25, 30 foot, and then it opens out into another chamber. You take your time, you make your way through, checking the stones. Check the stones on the floor, checking the stones on the wall. Yeah, and you're fairly confident you can move through this area into the next room quite safely.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Is it an open entrance or is it closed? Like doors?
It's an open entrance, yeah. So you are entering into. You can see the room. The room's in darkness, but with the light from Chell's torch and various people here have dark vision. I think it is
both of them.
Both of them, yeah. Yeah, you can get the rough dimensions of the room. It's a fairly square room.
Okay.
Probably not much bigger than 30 by 30, give or take 5 foot. Yeah, and that's all you can see from where you are. So as you emerge out, you'll be able to see a little bit more. Are you stepping into the room?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You step out into the room, and what you're greeted with is a square room. You are a square room. You are entering in the middle of the one wall. The wall directly ahead of you has a door on the left-hand side. There are a number of pillars, so 4 pillars holding the roof up. On the left-hand wall, there is another door, and The room is filled with a couple of pews, just a table or two. It's not a great deal. There is like call it like a font or a water basin on the one side. You can tell this may have been like a chapel or a prayer room or something like that. Yeah, that's what you can get from you immediately walking in.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to stone investigate everything around to see if I can tell anything.
Okay, so what does stone investigation give you then?
Stone investigation tells me anything to do with if there's traps and who built it and possibly even what race.
Okay.
Stone cunning.
Stone cutting. Rightio. Yeah,
All dwarves have it.
cool. So yeah, just get the old one round. Yeah, so what you're looking for in particular, who built it, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who built it? What race?
Okay, yeah. So you can tell that it was predominantly humans that built this. As you said, judging by the age of the ruins above and stonework below, it is very old. It's of a bygone era. You can tell probably, other than the goblins that have been down here, it's remained relatively untouched for a number of decades, if not hundreds of years.
And then I'd also, after I've done that, I would look to see if there's any anomalies that I can see
Okay, yeah.
in the stone. If it's on wood, tough.
Yeah, okay. So, you're moving around the room, checking all... So, where are you checking, Colin? Where would Jill be doing?
Well, he'd check, first of all, over by the font.
Okay, yeah.
See if there's any trap doors and, any anomalies like foot placements.
Yeah.
Anything's been moved.
Okay, so the secret doors and...
Yeah,
okay.
that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Just because it's stone.
Yeah, cool, yeah. So, you go to the font, you check the font. It's obviously...
A font.
Yeah, long dried up. There's no evidence of water in here. It's fairly innocuous.
Okay.
You check the pillars. Pillars are there purely for support. As is most of the room, you make your way around. And what's your passive perception?
11. That one's got.
Yeah, but with stone cutting, yeah. Yeah, so you check the door that's directly in front.
Chocolate crunch.
You check the door that was adjacent to the entranceway you came in through, and that is fairly nondescript. It is, as you want to say, a door. Coming around, you continue around the room in an anti-clockwise motion. And you come to the door on the left-hand wall, and there are a few things with your stone cutting. You notice that there is in the archway there are some writing, some inscribed words or letters on the frame of the door. Okay.
Could I read them?
Can you? What languages can you read?
Draconic, Dwarvish, and Common.
No, you can make an intelligence guess as to what they might be. Did you say Dwarvish? Of course you can. You're a dwarf. Sorry, sorry, making a massive mistake there. I was like, I knew someone could read that.
He's actually an illiterate dwarf. He can only speak Draconic and Common, not Dwarvish.
Yeah. So.
And there's nothing cunning about him at all, right?
With Draconic, yes, sorry, you can read what is inscribed around the arch of the door.
Clarification, sorry. Draconic or Dwarvish?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Dwarvish. I read Draconic on yours, like, no, not that one.
Actually,
It's all
in
going to
actual
pot
fact,
now.
it's Dwarvish. No?
That was
Oh.
awful. That was naff.
That was also a very delayed reaction.
I'm going to ignore that.
As it should. Left it to stone it deserves.
Thank you.
Right, okay,
Moving
sorry, it's all going to pot since I ate pizza. Yeah, so with Dwarvish, you can read, and the letters above the top of the archway are OTT, FFS, FFS,
For fuck's sake.
FS.
S.
So OTT, double F, double S.
Yeah.
Translated, does it read fire exit? Does it also glow?
Green.
Yeah. A little man running.
Okay.
Okay. What are you as this is going, as Jilla is making his way around the room, what would you the two guys do?
I think Alaric would just be stood there surveying the room, watching what Jilla is doing, and just surveying the room, not doing too much. Maybe just scanning the floor while everyone else is examining.
Okay, so do you want to make a perception check? You're actively looking to see what's going on?
Yeah, just having a look at what the building's made of. Obviously, the walls are stone. Having a look at the floor. Having a look at the ceiling. Just general.
Yeah.
Just a scan.
Okay,
from
yeah.
where he stood.
Roll me perception, please.
Okay, perception. That's a 19 plus 1, so dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. 20, yeah, and you're just surveying. Yeah, you pick up on everything that Jilla's picked up on. You notice possibly not so much the words around the archway, not speaking Dwarvish yourself, but quite clearly on the carved into the door, there are raised letters in the centre of the door, and it says the words Night Delian.
Is this on the door opposite or the door
on
the
the
left
door
wall?
that Jilla is looking at.
Right, okay.
So as Jilla's sort of looking around it, and he moves to one side, and there you see in the centre there are the words Night Delian in the middle.
Okay.
So while they're
From,
both.
Karen, so from where you are, stood looking around, that's just like a passing, what you notice, you're not actually physically inspecting the door close up, if you know what I'm saying. Or are you going over to it?
Is it in Draconic or Dwarvish or Common?
Night Delian? Common.
Are you going over to it?
So you were just looking around, so you've
Yes.
looked round and that's what you've noticed from a brief scan around the room, sort of stood in the middle.
I think with that, clocking that on the door, seeing as there was nothing else remarkable about the room, I think Alaric would walk over to the door,
Okay.
and cocking his head on one side, looking at it. Would he be able to make some kind of religion check? Because he feels that this is with pews and a font, and then a link to knights, etc. Would he have heard of the Knights Delian? Would there be anything that would ring any bells about this?
Yeah, you can make a history check if you wish.
Right, sorry. A religion check? Did you say?
History, I think.
Oh, a history
Yeah.
trek. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
History track.
History trek. No, that's a flat 10.
Yeah, it's just, even in your studies, you've never really heard of them. You can guess by how abandoned, how long this ruin seems to have been here. It's well in the past, possibly of a bygone era there before records.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, you can guess from the inscription you read in the front room, in the lounge, in the first room, about keeping the Delian law secret. You can guess it was some sort of secret society or secret order.
Right.
Yeah, so you can assume that it was a well-kept secret.
Okay.
Okay.
So similarly,
Yeah.
the first thing that I'll probably do, being a cleric, could I make a religion check to see if I can find any clues as to whether this is a kind of current religion, or what kind of, because it does look like kind of religious, kind of related with the font and the pews.
Okay.
Would this be something that Chell has heard of?
Yeah. So
You can check.
yeah, you can. Do you want to make history or religion? No?
I'll go for religion.
Okay.
16 plus 2, 18.
Picture.
Pizza, that's the religion.
So yeah, you can take although you've never heard of anything like this, it's obviously well in the past, as I would say. But you can take a fairly good educated guess that from what you've seen, it seems to be an order of knights.
Okay.
And judging by the oath, you can guess that they were dedicated to ridding the world of evil beings such as the goblinoids, the orcs, kobolds, anything that is inherently evil. You can take a good guess that was their mission statement.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Their mantra.
Their mantra. Okay, so back to Team Door.
Right, what you reckon? What YouTube? What do you reckon? I don't know why, but this says OTTFFSS above the door frame, and I don't know what that means. Ops. I've never heard that in Dwarfish. Shall I just go through anyway and see if it's a trap?
Might be worth trying the handle.
Okay then, stand back.
I wouldn't go pushing it open too quickly though.
Oh, you should turn the handle and slowly open it, and we'll see what goes on.
Okay. At this point, Alaric takes 2 good paces backwards. So where
Yes.
the dwarf can't see.
The same.
Right, okay, let me do some reading. Okay.
OTTFFSS.
So you're going to open the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Is this the point where you say, are you sure about that? Oh dear.
Okay,
How about, would you like to reconsider?
so,
Or the old, interesting.
yes. So, you grab hold of the handle, you twist it, and you feel a sharp shooting pain into the centre of your palm.
Okay.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Dwarf. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you're immune to?
Yeah. Should be. Dwarfs are something to do with poison.
Ah. Right.
Resilience. Advantage on saving throws against poison,
Yeah.
and resistance against poison damage.
Did I say poison damage? Piercing. It begins with a P.
Okay, piercing damage.
Piercing,
Yeah.
4 points of piercing damage and a saving throw against poison. Constitution saving throw. Which, yes, you do have advantage.
Okay. Well, that's 21 or 12.
Yeah, with advantage, yes, you are resistant to the poison, but
Okay.
the piercing damage from the spike being driven into your hand, still remains.
Yeah, that's fine. But I needed to know a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. So the handle turns, keeps turning, and nothing happens.
Ooh!
Are you okay?
blasted thing. Something just stuck me.
What, on the handle? Is there anything on the handle?
I don't know, but this handle just keeps turning round and round and round.
Alaric's going to look at the handle. Step forwards, look at the handle. Is there anything visible on the handle?
You can see around, it's a fairly ornate doorknob, it's sort of ridges all the way around it, and if you look very carefully you can see in the very centre there is a spike, and around the outside there is a number of small holes where you can assume these small piercing objects have protruded from as the door handle was turned.
Is there anything else around the handle? Like on the handle plate, like on the door, the plate where the handle sits or anything? Are there any other markings around the handle? Any etchings, anything?
Make a perception check, please.
Perception. Oh gosh, that's a 4 + 1, 5, so I'm guessing no.
Okay. What we say, we're all stood in the room, we're all happening. You can see, for a recap, you've got the inscribed words in Dwarvish across the top. You have Knight's Delian written on a steel metal ring in the middle on the door. Around the door handle itself, there is nothing to see other than what you've seen so far. There are these holes where the spikes have protruded from.
Well, it don't look like you can get through here. If the handle just keeps turning round and round and round and round and round and round, but just keeps giving you a bit of a prick in the hand.
Can Chell take a look with the torch if I put the light?
Yeah, okay, yeah, good. So,
Shell, do you want to have a look and just be careful of the prick in your hand?
Yes, I'll be careful of the small prick.
okay, so what I'm going to say happens here is as you bring the torchlight across, and sort of wave it, sort of trying to check in high and check in low, what you notice is on the plate where Knight's Delian is embossed, you notice that each letter is sat on its own raised, for want of a better word, button.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
It's just the way you're moving the light across. It's very subtle. You didn't quite notice it, so that as the light moves from one side to the other, the shadow forms on one side of the raised nodule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobule.
Hey.
Nodule.
Looks like buttons.
What's under the letters?
No, the letters themselves.
Oh. So
So the letters OTTFS. F.
FFSS.
Yes.
Knight's Delian.
Yeah. Nice.
What have you got written down?
O double T
OTT
double F double S.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Just make sure I haven't given you in the wrong order.
Well,
So do you think this is some kind of code?
the Knight's Delian. There's no F. In
No.
Knight's or Delian.
Or O.
No.
I think this could be some kind of code. Clearly, it is a door, therefore it must be accessible somehow.
Well, these letters up here on top in Dwarvish say O T T F F S S, but there ain't no O's and there ain't no F's in this one down in this word here.
OTTFF.
What I'm quite happy to do now is just, but if you want to cut, if we do release this, I'm quite happy for you guys to have a little out of character chat now and figure this out.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Does anyone want pizza?
no.
No.
Helps you think.
No.
I'll have one, please.
What's
You
that?
have the other. I'm not
You can
seeing
both.
as I'm not supposed to have it at all. Have a bit without much. There you go, Chick.
Just pop it down now. I might come back to it later, but if anybody else wants it first thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 2, 2.
Sounds like we're going through a sound test.
No. O, 1, T, 2, T, 3, F, 4, F, 5, S, 6, S, 7. So each one
Yeah.
is actually a number,
Possibly.
possibly. They correspond to a number. Well, if it ain't, that's the only thing I could think of, because there's no O's and there's no F's.
Too obvious.
Yeah, but one's
There's
in
one of the
Dwarvish.
zeros.
Do you know Dwarvish?
Nope.
So you wouldn't know what the ones above said.
You both.
You've just told us.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is she said obvious,
Oh, yeah.
but she wouldn't know
Yeah.
unless she could read Dwarvish.
You've got 1 0, 2 T's, 2 F's, F's? Or
F's,
2
yeah.
S's. No, it is Southwest. What?
That's not.
I ain't got a clue, so the only thing I can think of is, like I said, reading it, hitting the first 7, pressing the first 7,
Right, done.
no, digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. O, T, T, F, F.
What have you
SS.
got to press? Something twice and something twice and something twice, because there's 2 of them.
So what's your idea, Cole? Let's go. Let's listen to yours.
Well, I think the letters correspond to numbers.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's just the only thing I can think of that goes
Yeah.
is 1 O, 2 T,
Yeah.
3 T, 4 F, 5 F, 6 S, 7 S.
Okay, yeah.
It's just weird that they are perfectly for the first 7.
Are there spaces between like the O, T, T, F, F, S, S? Or is it just one kind of
There are spaces, yes.
between every single one?
Yes.
Okay.
It was definitely one of the first, 2, then 2, then 2. So
Yeah, but what does F and SS mean?
no, I'm just looking.
Because obviously a T could be 3 or 2, an F could be 4 or 5, and 7 or 6 or 16, 17.
Yeah, but if you're looking at
Numbers.
where it says Knights Delian, are all the letters look like they are buttons, or just Knights that looks like it is buttons? They all raised.
Always been raised.
Okay. Six, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
Well, if you count from starting from T and pick the numbers at 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 and going on,
Yeah.
you end up with TEISNTH. You have to loop back round to the start.
Hit me with that again.
So, the Knight's Delian.
Yeah. Does it say the Knight's Delian or just
Yeah.
Knight's
No, it
Delian?
says Knight's Delian.
Knight's Delian.
Okay, right, that changes it.
KNIGHTS.
Well, maybe that's just it. Maybe it's
DELIA.
just. Yeah, but maybe it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's. Yeah. I mean,
It's only
simple as that. KNIGHTS.
yeah.
Right.
Because Delian is only a 6-letter word, isn't it?
Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right. So do you want to drop back into?
we've got an idea, have we?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So, you guys, the group has a look and they examine the walls, the door, and the surround around it. You see the dwarven inscription on top of the door, and you see Knight's Delian with raised buttons, because we can call them buttons now. We're all aware of the fact they're buttons. You can see that. So, how would you like to proceed?
Right then, I reckon those letters up there refer to the first letters of the first 7 numbers. So, I reckon we need to press the first 7 buttons on this door. It's either we have to press the first 7, or we don't press the first 7 and we press the other 6. It's 50-50 chance.
So what you're saying is that FFSS is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
The first 7 letters of the words on the door.
Yeah, because I can't think of any dwarven hero or anything like that goes.
Well, I do not speak Dwarven, so I will have to take your word for that. But okay, yes, that seems to make sense.
Now, do I press the first 7 buttons and leave the level 6, or leave the first 7 buttons and press the other 6?
I would say do what it says on the sign. So if it says 1, if that is in fact 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay,
7,
then.
then try that.
Let's give it a go. What do you reckon, Shell?
It's worth a try.
If this
Right.
if this works, this has got to be the shittest security system ever.
Well, yeah, but you've got to be able to read Dwarven, and you've got to be able to read Common.
So
Can you
what
read
you're saying is
Dwarven?
no, I can't read Dwarven, but
So-
a certain number of the general populace can.
Yeah, with the dwarves, mainly.
I know a few people who can speak Dwarven. Oh, let's just get on with it.
Well,
Do
I
you, want
took
me,
the
do
last
you want
one.
me to do this?
You could do it then. Right, fine.
Okay. Right. Alaric will step forwards.
Okay.
Actually, no. Alaric will step backwards so that he is. What's the reach on a spear? Is it 10
10
foot?
10 foot, yeah.
Right. He will step back to 15 foot and he will get his spear that's hitched to his backpack and he will reach forwards. With the spear having a 10-foot reach, he is
Okay.
going to use he will hold the sharp end of the. No, actually. no.
Don't hold the sharp end of the
No, it's cool. It's cool. No. No. What? No.
The door is
Actually,
spring-loaded.
yeah. No. What? No. He will hold the correct end of the spear. There's a reason for this, and he will use the end of the spear to depress clearly. You start with the first letter. What happens? Does it click? He starts with the K of knights.
Okay. So you start with K. And how far away from the door are you? 15 foot?
15 foot. Yeah, 15 foot.
Okay. You press the button K down. There is a satisfying click as it goes in. And from around the edge of the door, flame erupts.
Gout of flame. From the whole edge of the door?
We should have found out where you two are.
Well,
Away from this mess.
we just have to step back because she was going to... What's it?
Very logical, very logical.
Hey.
Anyone within 10 foot of the door. Okay, so yes, you press K and flame erupts from the door, angled down to where you would be if you were stood in front of the
Pressing
door.
the door.
Pressing the buttons, yes.
And does the button stay depressed once the smoke and the...
Yes, it's very sad.
No, the button pops back out.
Alaric's going to turn to look and say, I am guessing that did not work.
Try S.
Okay, Alaric will do the same thing. And depress the S. We'll go at it from the opposite direction.
Okay. So, once again,
There we go.
with your pointy stick, you depress a button, and once more, flame erupts. You can tell it's possibly some sort of magical fire. It is like a charged spell. And once again, flame erupts, and if you were stood within 10 foot of that door, you would be getting medium to well done.
Well, at least we know if later on if we get cold, we need to cook. We know where to come.
Alaric will chuckle at that. Yeah, finds humour in that.
Well, surely one of the buttons won't burn us, so press them all.
What?
No, not at the same time, one by one, just, press them all. Something will work.
Oh my god.
Logically speaking, one of them's going to do something we want it to, so just keep pressing.
Right.
Is that what you're doing?
Alaric's going to press the D of Delian.
I'm not going to make you go through all of the buttons. If you're going to check them all, we will go through them all.
No, Alaric's going to check the D of Delian. He's going to go with the other theory of using the word that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 letters of the first word. He's going to go with the dwarf's theory that perhaps it's not, those are the ones to be excluded. He's trying the other theory.
Okay.
So he's going to press the D of Delian.
Once
Not
again.
guess what?
Yeah. Yeah. You are. As Chalice, if you guys want to carry on, you can. But as Chalice said, you could just press them all.
Alaric's,
You can just smash this into submission.
Alaric's just going to turn
That's
to
got a thinking face on.
Knights of Delian.
No, Knights Delian.
Knights Delian. Oh, if there was the of, we'd have the O in the F.
Alaric's going to turn to the others, put his spear back down by, stand it up next to him down both sides, put his hand on his hip again and say, well, does anybody have any marshmallows?
What's a marshmallow?
I heard about them. Squishy things, apparently. Sweet. You can toast them.
Okay.
That was wasted on you.
As were brain cells upon you, apparently.
Well, my dear fire breather, acid breather, whatever kind of breather you are, what is your idea? So far you have stood there and added very little.
Try pressing the buttons, one by one. Something will work.
Right. Alaric will shrug and he will start. He has pressed, obviously, the K
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
N.
The K and the S and the D.
Yeah, the K and the S and the yeah.
Yeah. Are
He's
you
gonna try
just
the
going to go
others.
through the whole thing?
He's just going to try the
Okay.
others.
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
if
We're going to brute
any of
force
them-
this.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So you work your way through. You do the K, you do the N, you do the I, you do the G, you do the H, you do the T, you do the S, you do the D, all of which spew fire.
Right.
You can guess that if you hadn't had the stick, you would have been toasty.
Absolutely.
When you get to the E, however, the button depresses. You hear a rumbling, a few clicks, mechanical things moving around, and the door just cracks open.
I didn't think that would actually work.
Alaric will just stand there with a slight look of somewhere between bemusement and surprise on his face that, like, actually something worked. Wasn't really expecting it to.
Okay, so you are now stood there with the door ajar.
Right then, does this mean that I get to go first again, or?
I do not know, but I'm still puzzled as to why the E worked. I'm trying to understand what this was about.
Could it be E for enter?
He's just staring at the door. In... I don't know what expression. He's not going to say anything further. He's just going to...
Push him forward, push Gilla forward.
Yeah, just put a hand on Gilla, just give him a slight nudge and say, be my guest. And he's just going to pick up his spear, but... Yeah, just carry it with him.
Okay, cool. So I'm struggling with names today. Alaric,
Yes.
you are moving towards it. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he's pushed me in front.
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
front
sorry.
of me.
He pushed me in
Okay,
front.
Gilla, you are approaching the door. What would you like to do?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
He's going to put a hand on
I'm
Gilla's shoulder and hand Gilla the long reach spear.
Oh, I can use my javelin.
Push this foot. You have a javelin?
Yeah.
Where have you been hiding that?
It's just great big long finger attached to me back.
Well, why was I doing that then?
You got longer arms.
I think Alaric would let out a very small at this point, gripping his fists together round one fist and the other fist round his spear, which was about to hold out to Gilla. He's going to snatch his spear back and just rock gently, going.
I don't know what your problem is. You didn't take any damage.
Are you offering to go first?
No. I'm a cleric.
I wonder why.
Because I'm the one who has to be here to fix you after you fuck up.
This is the person that takes down a nap in the bushes?
It was a healing sleep. Sleep is good for your body.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Just move on, somebody.
Right, so Gilla's going to go forward and he's going to push with his javelin the door.
Okay, yeah, you use your reachy pokey stick and you open the door. The door swings open and it leads into a small room.
Right, that's about as I can see in there. Even if it's dark, because dark vision.
Yeah,
so,
you got dark vision. Yeah, you can see it's a small room. So you're moving up to the door frame. You look in. You can see that there, for want of a better room, want of a better word. This is sort of like a supply cache. There are a number of what you can assume would have been the equipment of the knights. They are all in very poor condition, being left here for hundreds of years. There are some swords, but they are well degraded. They've lost their edge. There are sets of mail, but some have rusted almost through. All the leather strappings that kept them together has rotted away. That's what you can see. So, and there are 2 sets either side. Moving further in, which I assume you do.
Yep.
You come to a ornate dresser, if you want to call it that. And there are a number of drawers, cupboards, compartments in here.
None of them have got letters or anything on them.
No, it is a dresser.
Right. I'm gonna search it.
Alaric will start the one side as well. While he's searching one side, I'll start to rifle through drawers and stuff on the other.
Okay, so you're searching the room.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
While they're searching, I think Chell will start to cast Detect Magic as a ritual. So without using a spell slot.
Okay, yeah, that takes 10 minutes.
10
I think,
minutes,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Just like standing in the middle of the room while they're rifling through.
Yeah, okay.
bits.
So yeah, say Alaric and Gilla, you start at opposite ends of the room. One start on the left, one start on the right, and you work your way through. As I said, the weapons are substandard. They are no use to anybody, not unless you wanted to wedge the door open with it or something like that. So there are a couple of axes, a couple of mace. The handles have degraded to a point that you don't think you'd be able to. If you did land a blow with them,
They'd break.
They'd break. Yeah, all the swords have lost their edge. The mail is just scraps. There is not a lot to find. Working your way towards the centre, I will say you get to the dresser. You search in the dresser.
Yeah.
Okay. So you open the dresser. There isn't a huge amount in here. You'll find, what should we say, find a bit of coinage in there. Someone roll on a D100 for me, please.
23.
With a 23, you find 5d6 copper pieces. Do you want some more d6?
I'll pinch sounds.
Oh, bloody hell.
So that's
Nice
12, 15,
Nice.
25.
Okay. You find
Very good.
25 copper pieces. Okay. And as you're doing this, you're sort of starting working through the drawers. And almost sort of just before you get up to sort of the main cupboard on the top, Chell, you do start to get a
Feeling.
feeling. I'll get a feeling. Yeah.
But is it more than a feeling?
And yes, there is a source of magic emanating from the main compartment of the cupboard head.
Okay. So I'll just kind of, I guess, finish up the spell. That cupboard ahead, main compartment seems to be something magical, an aura. Can I tell anything else from the aura, or is it just kind of magical?
You can tell it's. How does detect magic work?
I don't know. Just can't see it.
I'm blind fired.
I'm blind by it.
Fired from the hip. Let's have a quick look. Just give me a moment, guys.
It's called learning on the job.
Yeah.
Detect magic. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in an area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. It's like radiation.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. You get an aura. You can't tell what school of magic it is, but you can tell that this is attached to an item. You don't necessarily detect any sort of notion that it's a spell of any sort or a stored spell. You get the feel as though it is a item.
Looks like an item, and I'm going to kind of like squint with lizard eyes, just squinting, trying to make out the outline.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. So as you look through, you can see there is a round item.
Okay.
The majority of the magical energy is emanating from that. Though there is a loop behind it, which is also emanating a small amount of magic, residual magic that is emanating through the item itself.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Okay. So I guess.
Pop it open.
Yeah. I guess. Are you searching for it?
You're up by the dressers,
Okay. So I'll
I'm
point to the top of the dresser and just flip the door open.
Yep.
Cupboard.
Okay,
and just peer into the darkness of the cupboard.
Okay, yeah. Into the cupboard you look, and you see in front of you a bust. The bust is featureless. It is just like a head and shoulders. No facial features, just completely blank, and around its neck sits an amulet on a chain.
Rested and refreshed, the friends forged forth, finding themselves in a spiritual sanctum before some large doors, standing stoic in their stone frames and sealing the way ahead. Knight Delian, inscribed thereon, words both foreign but yet familiar, laying down a cognitive conundrum to prove a worthiness of passage to an unknown hero. Although eager to embrace a challenge, each erroneous decision the party made was a dalliance with danger as fire reigned supreme. This problem was seemingly a solution opportunity, and after finally breaching the barrier, they found an ancient armoury beyond, and an intriguing arcane accoutrement hidden in a dusty old desk. Thanks to you, our amazing audience, for travelling this little adventure alongside us. We will, of course, be here again next week, and we hope that you will too, for episode 5 of the Delian Tomb. Shelutau the Eminent, the Dragonborn cleric, was played by Yasmin. Alaric Nightfallow, the Tiefling warlock, was played by Samantha, and Jilla Cortav, the Dwarven fighter, was played by Colin. The Delian Tomb is a free downloadable adventure adapted by Seth Harris from an original concept by Matt Colville on YouTube. It is available for download from DM's Guild, and you can check out Matt Colville's work on YouTube and MCDM online. All the links are in our episode bio.